Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy, Jewelz, and we are back with another This Ain't No Flophouse podcast. This is episode 7, and today we are welcoming in my guy, Scuba Steve. Scuba has been a big-time supporter for, I want to say 4 years, maybe even longer, but he's been a member for 4 years, and it's greatly appreciated. I appreciate you, Scuba.
No problem,
Thank
no
you.
problem. The grind is definitely noticed, my dude, for sure.
I appreciate that. So how did you get the name Scuba Steve?
Oh man, I'll try my best to shorten this. Adam Sandler movie, Big Daddy.
Yup.
Scuba Sam was the superhero the kid he had or was getting custody of, had custody of, was looked up to.
Yeah.
Well, Adam Sandler looked for a Scuba Sam guy. Hey, show up for the birthday party. I forget the details of it, but Scuba Sam wasn't around. He dropped the ball. So Adam Sandler had to come up as Scuba Steve, Scuba Sam's brother or cousin, something like that.
Right.
And it really struck home with me as like, so many heroes like Superman, the Flash. You forget the sidekicks, the generic heroes, as I like to call them. Those that play that part, step in and fill it, but then just
Right.
return right back to the shadows,
Yeah.
So that's kind of it stuck.
Okay. I love that movie, by the way, and so does MK. MK loves that movie too.
It's awesome.
That's a
Classic, instant
movie
classic once you see it.
for sure. And the little kid's name was Julian, so
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I
you
can wipe
know.
my own. Uh,
So, you look. I know that you're more so a console player than you are a PC player, but so why don't you tell us what's the best games you've played on every console that you've owned?
mm, we'll go back to Atari.
Yeah.
Best game was Moon Patrol. You were this little tank on the moon, and you just he's washing his hands playing fun. It's okay, son. You're this little tank on the moon. You jump over stuff or you shoot boulders. It was so ugh, considering what we have today, but it was really fun. You just jump and
Right.
shoot. Simple Atari.
Yeah.
You get into the Nintendo days, which we were a little late on that because we were po. We couldn't afford the ore, so it kind of stayed behind. You needed to paddle; it was with your hands. We were that broke. So Nintendo came a little longer than us kids wanted it to be when it came out. It was like, oh, Nintendo next year for Christmas. You need socks and underwear, boy, type thing. So,
Right.
but Nintendo come out, of course, Pitfall. Uh, I specifically remember Golden Zelda. That was just you had that you could make any trade. So that was the game. The Golden Zelda was your trade ticket. It was the Willy Wonka golden ticket of Nintendo games. You had
Right.
that. You could trade for Pitfall for a while. Eventually, you found out who wasn't your friend and kept your Zelda. Uh, Super Nintendo. Oh man, Mario Kart
Oh man.
64, Super. Yeah, yeah. All day, every day.
That
Mario
and
Kart.
that was just Mario Kart was so beyond its time, man. I mean, think about how it's just like it's evolved and it's gone through every like generation of gaming. Like it's still there. You know what
Still
I'm
there.
saying?
And
And it's still
Nintendo
so much
was
fun.
big brain was like, no, let's not let them trademark this out. They did the toys and stuff with McDee's, all these fast food joints, all that stuff, but they never sold Mario
Right.
to Sega or, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, respect for that.
For sure. So what after Super Nintendo?
Sega, Sonics. Of course, it was, you know, around the time, and like we were recycling. I think eventually we traded our Super Nintendo for the Sega, and
Right,
it
right,
only
right.
come with a couple games, so it was like, man, I kind of wish I had my Super Nintendo back with 50 games. But Sega, yeah, Sonic, Friday the 13th. I remember that clearly sticking in
Ooh.
my head. Ninja Turtles,
Ooh.
Donatello for
Okay.
life. Whoop, that reach, bro. I'm telling you,
Oh
Donatello
yeah.
all day. but Michelangelo was cool. Uh, so Ninja Turtles, those traditional ones. Uh, then I had a PlayStation one time, so I'm not a
Oh.
hater.
Oh.
I might talk trash in the chat and stuff. I prefer Xbox. It has
Right.
been hacked less by who knows who. And that's my only thing. It's like, do I trust my info with somebody that's been
Right.
nah,
They've been hacked quite a lot. I don't know
quite a
how it
lot, quite a
happens,
lot.
but yeah.
Microsoft has too, but it's almost like they're like, yes, throw some money at that problem, fix it fast,
Right.
and don't let it come back. Xbox, ooh, original Xbox, GoldenEye, Halos. Let's see what else. Lara Croft, Tomb Raiders. Then you get to the 360. Oh man, and it just
That's when it really
the
started,
world
right?
seemed to go
I
from
mean, that's
this to like
yes. It
what?
really started at that
Finally,
time.
people that enjoyed the games that I stated at the beginning, like, you know, Atari, Moon Patrol, Cubert, Pac-Man. Those people had kids, and they grew up finally and was like, you know what? Dad taught me this. Hey guys, blah 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 blah. That was the 360 era, and then
Right.
PlayStation 2, and you know, people started realizing, oh yes, 100 bits, 64, what? Oh, but yeah, 360 kind of got me through a lot of times as a young dude in America. Um, and then of course the one, I have my one X series right here, not Series X, but the Xbox One X here. Something wrong
Yep.
with the hard drive. 30 years of being an Xbox guy, first one.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, she dead. She sits up
Oh
here as a
man.
reminder.
Oh man.
But
Gotta love.
yeah,
You,
I'm just
you know
too
those.
sentimental. It'll be
You
a
know those.
paperweight for about 5 years. I'm gonna fix it, I swear.
Well,
It's
I
still
already know
alive.
what game it is for the
Yeah, yeah.
Xbox One. I
PUBG
already know.
all
Yeah.
day.
I mean, as bad as PUBG was on Xbox, I mean, it was just. I mean, that's what brought all of us together. You know what I'm saying? Like our whole crew that we play with and that we're we chat with in the Discord and everything. Like that's the game that brought us all
Yeah,
together. So
yeah,
it's always gonna have a special like place. You
yeah,
know?
for sure. And I can't discredit some of the others. There's of course PUBG, Ark. I played that for a while.
Yep.
Conan, fix your game. Um, that was decent. COD kind of lost me. It just seemed like let's just throw some. Oh, hold on. Let's polish this turd, then throw it out. Polish that
Right.
one, throw it out. It was like different makeup on the same pig. It's still oink the same kind of thing.
Right.
Then, of course, the Godzilla and King Kong event. That was a Titan bull. Imagine the turd of those things.
Man.
But I think we're at a sway now. You know, I have a Quest 2 as well, and I can't do it. I'm too old. It's just my brain is like, something squishing my skull very slow and weakly.
Yeah.
Go cross-eyed, pull it off. People will be like, put it back on.
So then you now have a PC though, right? Like,
yes.
Are you doing any type of PC gaming?
Yeah.
What's
I've dabbled Valheim. What's that one? Phasmophobia.
Okay.
A lot of PC games I play are like, they just sit there until a friend wants to play. They're like, hey, you want to get on? Yeah, what we playing? Yeah. What do you want to play? Whatever you're playing. Yeah. Kind of thing. It's like, I just need contact.
There's one game that like I wanted to play so bad, but I still never even I never bought it. It was Grounded. You know, where it's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I got it downloaded. When you install it, holler at me. I'll show you where to stay away from.
I was like, you know, yeah. I mean, and how many can you have? Like, what, 4 players, or can you have more?
I think it's 6 now.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun, because I'm trying to get MK to like join us one of these days, and obviously it needs to be a game that she, you know, can,
right.
Like, if it's
ain't gonna be completely dominated by another PMC.
Right.
That's tough to get into. Those BRs and where you're actually against another player that's been sitting there day in and day out drinking Mountain Dew.
Like, yeah, Code Red. She's like extremely good at PUBG Mobile, but outside of that, like, I bought her an Xbox One S, and she played it one time, I swear, with PUBG. And then she just like never touched it again. So now I got 2 Xbox One S's just sitting around the house, and yeah, but
they're there. They're waiting. That's the thing. They're waiting.
They could play Blu-rays if we need them to. I
guess. Yeah.
So Scuba, you are on YouTube, and you have a video that is really, like, it did really, really well, right? Like, was it it was a review on like a restaurant or something, right?
Well, that's Google reviews. That's not my YouTube. Okay. It was simply a real life photo, and like Google come back, says you're a local guide now, certified local guide. I'm like, what? And then they send another one. Oh, your photos on Google have over 250,000 views. I'm like, huh? What does it even mean? So I looked into it. I'm like, okay, so people that are interested in something want to see a photo of that place. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I'd like to see if rats are running around the parking lot before I go somewhere. And so I just posted pictures of the place. Most of the time it was store hours, because that's what I want to know when I Google stuff. I'll just, that's what your door says. Why won't you open?
Right.
Type stuff. That's just me, male Karen, you know, that was my process. Like, I'm going to hold people accountable type thing. Because I went to Taco Bell one night. It was supposed to be open till 2. Here it is, midnight. Door says 2. Hello? Hello? Hello?
And that's the worst, because you're not going to Taco Bell unless you're
disappointing.
Really craving it.
Exactly. It's disappointing. So I was like, never again. To Google I go. So a couple of my photos I posted on my Google. It's got almost 1 million views, something like that.
Jesus, that's
Apparently, it
crazy.
was an important photo. It's like, wow, is my mom coming back and looking at that every day? Love you, mom.
Right.
uh,
So, you you do a lot of like just chatting for like YouTube.
yeah.
Like whenever you get a chance, you'll hop on, you'll do a live stream. Uh, and those do really well, man. I'll sit there and I'll be working and I'll be tuning in. I can't obviously watch it, but I can listen. And then I'm like, and then I'll hop on and you see me engage as much as I can. Like comment on whatever. Like, how did you come to that point where you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna do like a just chatting when a lot of people don't do that on YouTube. And then and how do you get your topics for your just chatting?
Um, topics, they're everywhere. If you're a content creator, I mean, not to sound dark, but go to your local obituaries. Su- Susie is predecessed by her husband and uncle. What did I just hear that? Her husband and uncle? Yeah, the world is there. It's out there.
Yeah.
It's usually in the fine print though. So, but content is or subject is. But I try to take stuff like that and apply like the norm moral, which is as Americans, don't run people over, don't shoot. There's common morals that as a society and culture we have. I don't care what
Hmm.
color, what language you speak. You're in this country, you figure it out, kind of thing. The hard or easy way. Growing up in the country is easy, but it, content's there, and just so many people before I was even an uncle called me Uncle Scuba, Uncle
Okay.
Steve. So I kind of feel like a burden, not really a burden, but a weight to, you know, hey, young man, get your stuff together. Would you let your mama talk to you like that? Type thing, just more like real, um, uplifting type stuff. A hand up instead of a hand out type thing.
Right. Yeah, I think they're like super entertaining. I mean, and they're all like all the ones that I've come in for. I know I haven't made all of them obviously because I'm like the time that you go live, I'm always working, but um they're very like relatable, like the things that you talk about, like people can relate to it. So it's like super engaging. The chat's just flowing it, and like everybody's like talking about different experiences in the chat, and it's awesome, man. I think it's really cool idea that you have going.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Scuba, where how did you find my channel? Like how
I thought about this
do you
last time,
remember?
your last podcast. I was like, how did I was asking myself the questions. Ironically, I'm like, what was my favorite game? Well, I was right there along with it. So this is a great format. I love it. Man, you uh, PUBG. I think I just searched Player Unknown Battlegrounds on YouTube and hit the button, and I did the filter live now. Scrolled through. I probably popped in a couple, you know, other ones that they were promoting first. Let's check this guy out. All right, he's like, yeah, clearly Cronus, and I ain't with that. uh, let's try this guy. Nah, and then I think I just clicked on you, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna chill here. I could chill here. So it's like you said, um, it's not a uniqueness, I don't think, and but it is in the aspect of the realness, if that makes any sense. Real is not common as a lot of people think nowadays. So
Yeah.
for me to find that and just chill, and I lurked for a long time. I was a watcher on
Okay.
YouTube for 10 years, and nobody ever seen that name in the chat.
Right.
And then, like, I was like, let's change my channel name. I'm ready to speak. So it went from Scuba Steve to Scuba Steve Speaks. Because I had something to say, I guess. I was like, GG.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, thinking of me as being a real person, because like that's what I like to make sure that I keep is like I'm not, no matter how big the channel gets, like I'm always gonna be the same person. You can see, like I even noticed some people that like I've seen grow from small content creators and now they're big content creators, and I mean, like, you can't even recognize them anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They look the same, but they don't act the same. And I'll never fake anything to make it to like make people want to sub, to make people want to
Right.
hit the join button, become a member. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've just, if you like me, you're gonna like me. If you're not, then you're not. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah.
but
And I think that's where I was like, stayed. It's just that simple. It's when real notices real, it's like hanging around the barber shop, man. We're all going to get a good cut.
what's that saying? Real recognize real, right?
Yeah, I like your cut, G.
For those who don't know, Scuba's all right. So we started doing community games on the weekend, right? And then so the first game I get in with Scuba, like this dude, like we hit the ground. We're talking to each other, trying to figure out like what we need, what we want. This dude has a crossbow and a shotgun, and he is ripping it up. I mean,
Back when Bambies were a thing, not
oh my
Smurf
God.
accounts because it went free to play. They were
Right.
actual Bambies. Oh,
I
that's
mean,
great.
he was killing people with I don't even know how he got the lead time on that, because like the
Oh, the
drop time
drop
on the
was
arrow.
horrible.
But I mean,
You almost got to like, it's almost like accounting. A second above the scope of 4 times
mhm.
at about 1,000 meters. You put the very bottom of a 4 times on them, and you go 1. Floop. You'll see it because your scope's no longer in the way.
Right.
That's my tip on the crossbow.
Okay. I never really used the thing. I got shot with it, I know that, but I just never really.
Then you're like, you gotta like, you can't move. Don't move after you get crossbowed. That'll tell you where it come from.
Oh yeah, because it's sticking out your
Yeah,
ass.
be like,
It's
okay,
always sticking out.
but do it. Don't move and recognize where it come from quickly, because there's
Right.
another.
There's another one
He's
coming.
bowing it back. He's ready. I'm bowing it back, just so y'all know.
So what's the game that kept you up for like hours, like, and like you couldn't wait to wake up, or you stayed up super late at night to play the game? Like, what game was that for you? For me, it was Black Ops 2, man. I mean, that thing was just so much fun.
That's
So
the one that got Black Ops 1 and 2. That's where I got my KGC from on my Xbox gamer tag.
okay.
Clan. And so yeah. That was definitely, and I specifically remember pissing my dad off. Pissing him off. Because I'd walk around the house, hey Dad, anybody coming over tonight? Why? I was in a tournament, was wondering if it was going to be a quiet house. Get yeah. Bring that crap to me. I thought it was something serious. Uh, but yeah, there was a lot of like clan wars and stuff and clan members. It was such a great time for gaming. It was like I still have friends that I used to clan war with from other clans.
Mhm.
It's pretty neat.
Ah, yeah, man.
Good
I feel
times.
you.
Um,
Those were, yeah, definitely.
Contra was the first one. Contra.
Before
Uh,
you got the cheat code,
yeah, I never used the cheat code.
you never use it.
I never
I
used a
never use
cheat
it
code,
either.
and I didn't
I
find
never
out
use it
until
either.
20 years later. You beat it, it gets harder. I beat it
Oh
once, and I
yeah.
was proud. I went to school. Why is Scuba walking weird? You got hemorrhoids, Scuba? No, I beat Contra. Yeah, all the girls knew when I beat Contra.
Oh
Uh,
man,
they wanted to go the
that's
other way.
funny. That's funny.
uh,
Uh, so who's your favorite? And look, like when I ask you this, I'm not saying for you to consider me. I'm legitly asking who is your favorite content creator or streamer.
oh. I can never not enjoy every time I've been there. Speaking from today back, and then recently, not as long as you, for sure. It was a new find, maybe a year. Mr. Wobbles on
Never
Twitch.
heard of.
That's Twitch.
Okay.
Well, he got banned for a while, or just yeah. Um, he does a lot of YouTube videos on like trolling, I guess you could say,
Okay.
because he's musically talented. The
Uh huh.
guy is, as far as music, mixing, beatboxing, I mean, he's multi talented as far as music. And it's just, it like, it's just how many people don't even know about him.
Okay. Is he a big timer though? Kind of.
Everybody who's in his stream and enjoying themselves would say you should be bigger. It's one
Okay.
of those things. It's maybe 300, five
Okay.
hundred, max maybe 8 to 1200. I may have seen it got up to because people were hosting. He does no pixel, or he did no pixel, and now he does, which is GTA 5 roleplay.
Okay.
That's Summit and all them big streamers do. XQC. I never really got into them because it's almost like some of their communities endorse trolling, and I just bad taste.
So for this person, it's probably like had he started a few years ago, he would have blown up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
Yeah,
the right place at the wrong time, basically. But it had it been a few years ago, it would have been the right place at the right
yeah,
time. And I think that kind of sucks because and I don't know exactly like like the ins and outs of growing on like content or algorithms or anything like that, but I do know that there's a lot of people out there that who should have larger communities than what they have, but they may have started just like 8 months too late or a year too late. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And now it's oversaturated with a bunch of content creators,
You know,
and you get lost in the fold, and it's like it just sucks. And I hope like I wish that everybody that is going after their dreams can succeed at what they want to do, whether it's content creation or
right,
whatever.
right.
Like I just want everybody to be successful. So hopefully that person continues to keep grinding and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
they'll
yeah,
make it.
yeah, for sure. Gamer, I mean, he plays games, but I guess because he brings his talent into the stream while he's playing the game, it makes it more than gaming.
Yeah.
Gaming streamers, I've just Friends, man. What I consider friends. I watch you a lot. I don't watch average as much as I used to because schedule. Father to a 7-year old, so
Right.
um, and when you're a content creator, you tend to turn your notifications off. So the fact that you're like on point pretty much helps me.
Right. Right.
Um, so I can always like usually sitting down in my chair or like hopping in the car to go do a run in or something while you're starting, or I'm coming in a little late or right at the end, but I still show up. So if you're cutting off, I'll just go whoop to the bar, back to the 41, 42. It cracks me up every time, man, because that's my type of like, yeah, that's that old school. Before nerd was cool. Shoot. Uh,
uh, so what made you fall in love with gaming?
oh my goodness.
Or what, I'm sorry, what game made you fall in love with gaming?
Scrabble.
Okay.
It's board games were our gateway. My gateway. Um,
Yeah.
it's just that competitive. So when multiplayer game come out, no matter what platform, it was like, yeah, hmm you're
Hmm.
going down. I don't care
Yeah.
if you're older and smarter and you whooped my butt yesterday physically. You're going down digitally today.
Right.
It was a chance for all the weenies to take revenge. Uh, so yeah, Scrabble was my jam, and it
My mom loves Scrabble. I don't know if she still plays it at all, because you can play like everything online now.
yeah
So
yeah it's
um
not different.
I
It's a lot different.
is it
It's not Scrabble. You
okay?
got to digitally wait for them to.
'Right.
3 days later, you've got to play. Okay. I've done looked at the dictionary 10 times. What? They don't ever know.
uh,
Uh,
right. Um. So I'm gonna assume that it's PUBG, but what is the best battle royale that you've ever played and why?
yeah, PUBG. Um, the so many things were done right. I mean, I can pick it apart all day, every day because we've played so many other great games. It's like, why is that not in there? Why can they not do that? So, yeah, PUBG. I mean, it's just no matter how many times I rage, I'm like, oh, come on, man, upgrade your servers, please. PlayStation's just killing us, Xbox. Why are y'all giving them priority? We were first.
Right.
Uh, yeah, PUBG, just the mechanics. Uh, and they still have good ideas. The carry, um, Tago is lipstick on a pig. Uh, Blue Zone Grenade, the carry, IED. You know, I'm glad they're doing stuff, but I think they should do performance. Let's get that to what we got now, to a playable state that's not making everybody rage, even
Right.
pros.
Right. So what's the best role playing game that you've ever played?
Uh, Barge Tail.
And what's that?
It's an older PC game. They've redone it, and there's I think three and three the director's cut. But the Barge Tail I remember was old PC. I was a PC gamer before anything else. That's what there
Dang.
was. It was
Okay.
like, oh, what? Oregon Trail? First
Yeah,
game
I
I ever
remember.
computer game I ever played in
Yep.
school.
In school, yeah.
So it
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
that type of game. There's learning hidden in this. How do I even cure dysentery? Teacher,
Right.
what is dysentery? It's like, why does Susie keep getting snake bit? I died again. Insert disc 2. Start over. Oh, but yeah, that Barge Tail was the best role playing game.
Okay.
It was solo though.
And what? Okay. Was it like what was the whole idea of the game?
Um, I'm not sure the programming randomized loot up to X amount of different items, but me and my stepbrother stayed up for seemed like all summer. I don't even remember sleeping or using the restroom.
Going outside.
Yeah, it's like I still got the keyboard. Put the mirror. Nope, angle it left. Left. I'm peeing on my shoe. Come on, left. Um, but loot, dungeon crawler. Um, when you battled, the enemy was right there. Oh God, it's a level 10 skeleton. I'm only a level 1. What are they doing? It was like that. It was like brutal.
Okay.
So, but it was fun, but very difficult in the aspect of it was an early one. Like you died, huh? What? You died? Start over, bro.
Yeah.
I just want my backpack. Nope. You get a rag.
As far as video game movies, what is the best one that you've ever seen? I mean, like, and I have to be more specific with this with everybody that I ask. It's not a movie that's based off of a video game. It's just got video game stuff in it, like Ready Player One or Free Guy type
Oh
stuff.
man, I'm gonna break genres here. Friday the 13th.
Oh,
I'm a gore whore, so it's like
oh you are.
I'm a
Yeah,
gore whore.
yeah.
I'm Ninja Turtles. I thought about that because like I'm trying to equal epic game to epic movie, And
Right.
I remember Friday the 13th before what's the new one? You run around in the woods, running from all different horror
Oh
characters.
yeah, Dead by Daylight or
Yeah,
something like
Dead by
that.
Daylight. I remember that game basically, but mid '80s Nintendo. I want to say it was on. It may have went Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo because it was colorful. Yeah.
That game was like impossible to beat. It was impossible.
Super impossible. Once
You remember?
if Jason was on your screen, I'm dead.
You're dead.
I'm
You're
dead.
Dead. Dead.
Hey, just go the other way. Who are you talking to? I
Oh
don't know.
man,
Jason.
man. So okay. So this is not since you're a gore like you like horror movies and I love horror movies. It brings me to a new question. Like, what is the one horror movie that you would like into a game?
Ooh.
Like made into a game. I myself, I would say I want to see like a really well done, like in depth Freddy the Krueger. Like I want to see Nightmare on Elm Street. You know what I'm saying? Where he drags you into different like dreams type stuff. Like you know
I'm
what I'm
down
saying?
with that.
And you have to try to figure out like a way to defeat him, and like
I like that.
That would be mine.
And I mean, there were ways that in movies they did off Freddy.
Right.
They just woke up, kind of thing. Quit fearing, or whatever you want to call it. So I would be down with that. Call Dice. I think they would do it good. They like that type of dark. Or BattleNet. BattleNet might do good on that.
I don't even.
Somebody needs to pick it up.
Because they're making an Evil Dead game. Like the Evil Dead game's coming out. Oh, did it come out? I think it comes out tomorrow. Like no joke. I think Evil Dead comes out tomorrow.
What is it? No, today's the 11th.
I think it's the 13th. 13th? I think it comes out Friday the 13th.
Bum, bum, bum. That is. Oh, yeah, cool.
I might have to play that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think that's Freddy. I've yet to see a good one. They had one, and I think I played it way back, but it was like, nah. Hey, you want to trade? I got the Freddy game. Nightmare on Elm Street. You want to play that?
Yeah, I mean, and technology is at its finest right now. I think, like you could really, and then like, I mean, you find somebody that's really good at going into depth with like characters and plots and stuff like that.
Studied the movies on how he moved.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty dope.
That would be awesome. Puppet Master would be a good one.
Ooh, that bro.
Maybe even like a team deathmatch of Puppet Master, where you're against other puppets. That'd be
that might not be bad, bro. That movie scared the shit out of me. The one with the knife as like the hand. Oh,
blade.
And that face, yes.
The leader,
like the guy with the
pinhead.
Pinhead.
Drill was I can't remember his name, but Pinhead was like the big guy. And
with the tiny head.
Then there was Leech Lady and Jester.
Yeah.
Awesome movie.
Oh my god.
Awesome movie.
Those movies scared the crap out of me. What I don't know if you already answered it now, but the best movie that you've seen based off of a video game.
Yeah, it was Friday the 13th. Didn't I say that? I thought I said that.
Well, no, like the video game came first, and then they made a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. I was not that intellectual. I could probably say a game I played first and saw the movie.
Yeah.
He-Man. And the movie was disappointing, but they were equal. The game was just as disappointing. So, but yeah, it was good. I nerded out on it. That was my little nerd thing. He-Man, Masters of the Universe.
Gotta love He-Man, man. If you didn't love He-Man,
the Green Tiger, man. What?
Oh my god.
Who has a green tiger? He-Man. That's who.
I'm pretty sure I still have my He-Man
epic
action figure somewhere.
Yeah. Oh.
So what? Do you think PUBG should come out with a PUBG 2?
No.
Really?
No. I think it should just be a completely different beast on as far as name and how it's marketed and everything.
Really?
Just don't even revisit PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds 2. Don't even try it.
So you think that PUBG should just keep on adding on to
do
what
that
they
until they
have.
officially die, whichever game does. So it's, I mean, which could be another 10, 20 years. So it's like, keep that alive.
So what? Okay, so what if they did like? What if they kind of remastered PUBG on the Unreal Engine 5? I mean, that would basically be PUBG 2 without actually being PUBG 2, right?
Yeah, a remaster would be too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just update and
Right. And that's what I mean. Like they could do like a massive update, right? But they already reskin the game on the Unreal Engine 5, right? And then so like you have to do this whole new update and it comes in and everything just runs the way that it's supposed to, right?
yeah.
Like you know?
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to hit an invisible rock. I don't want to be in a top 5 situation and get dashboarded. But here we
Oh
are.
my god.
Yeah, it's like,
How many times did we die off of hitting
ugh.
or take at least taking like way too much
Yeah,
damage
like
to where
three
we have to
quarters of
like
your health. It's like, oh crap, hope nobody's around with a shotgun from 500 meters. You're bandaging.
and yeah, I think their game could do very well as far as like just stay in the same game if they I think if they tweaked some of the mechanics and a new engine. I mean, you want to bring a whole bunch of people back to your game. I mean, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I just feel like the company is kind of
They got 2 people keeping it alive.
okay.
Young Chow and old Chow. Keeping it alive. You know, they're in there. I blow on Scuba fast can. You know, South Korea, you know, don't put
Right.
got a windmill in there. And I think that's kind of where their technical team has went as far as like, who is it, Tencent or Bluehole?
Right. Yeah.
They just,
Yeah, Tencent was the mobile, but Bluehole was the
right,
yeah,
the
yeah,
console.
yeah.
They just, it blew up on PC. Great. I watched it. I was waiting. Come out on console. Come out on
Me
console.
and you both.
Announced it for
Yep.
console. I'm like, yes, pre-order.
Yes.
And I get it. And oh man, you die in the end if you ain't got a car. You know, that was when it come out. Console first. If you had a car at the end, you might win.
Oh yeah.
You might
It's
win.
just a bunch of cars just driving around and
Yeah,
don't
right.
let you be in a bush
Eventually,
like
yeah.
hiding, you know, so you're gonna end up getting hit by somebody driving around.
Uh,
I don't know how many times that like we were like, gotta get a car.
yeah.
And then it's just a bunch of cars driving around, hitting each
Uh,
other, and then like there's always like a team in a bush just and then they get ran over and it's just like
when when the Uzi was the OPSMG,
ooh.
and it went like this on console.
Oh yeah. The recoil control.
It's like, okay, somebody kill me with that from 100 meters. They're cheating. They're
Right.
cheating. Now you got 3 times on vectors getting sprayed 250, 300 meters.
Oh, yeah.
Timmy needed to get some kills, you know.
Yeah, and that is what brings me into my next question. What are your thoughts on the state of gaming and hackers in these games, and what do you think should be done about it? Like, if these people are caught hacking, especially in the competitive scene where it's like streamers that are making so much money off of
Right.
hacking. You know what I'm saying?
Ban all platforms. You can't tell me there's not a facial recognition program they can install on a platform to know, IP or not, screen name or not, that that's you. Now, you might run into issues with identical twins, but let's be honest, if one of them's talking smack that shouldn't be on the platform, it's kind of identical. But the cheating,
What about the streamers that don't have face cams? There's a lot of those that, and they're
yeah,
making millions. You know what I'm saying?
yep. I watch Lupo quite a bit. My Tarkov go-to streamer is Lupo.
Okay.
He's got this thing where sometimes he's eating or his daughter comes in. Chair plays. He's got a pre-recorded thing and Chair just moving around, kind of gets pushed under the desk a little bit. You know, it's cool. It's original, but you know he's missing kind of thing, and I don't think that really affects too much, unless you're like, I'll just say it, Z-Laner. I mean, if he wasn't, I mean, he's good. He's good. A lot of people are good, but I mean, when you play games long enough, real know this is real. Um, so third party things are just, it's always been a side effect of things blowing up. Gaming blew up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Somebody was like, yo, at this competition, they were giving out Cronus. What's that? You program like specific recoil patterns and stuff, man, and it like counteracts it on your controller for you. You just side to side. There's nothing. It's a laser beam. And these are competitions in the beginning. People, vendors showing up there. The Net Doom, uh, oh, he's wrecking. Holy, he's in Oceania. He's playing against Hawaiians, Filipinos. Not that they're bad. I love y'all.
Right. It's just the
The
connection is
the
going to be
the
totally different.
populace is normal, so you don't have that anomaly of
Right.
like competitive North American server. Everybody in North America is like on a game is usually like, yes, win. Oh, I got to get better. You grind a little bit harder because the base is like better because there's
Right.
more. It's just simple calculations. Says you're probably going to win more matches in Oceania.
Right.
It's little Timmy's on at certain time of the day. He don't know that you can even get up there type stuff. So I was
Right.
like, he just wanted the DLC, Daddy. I want the Godzilla skin.
Yeah, man. I think it really sucks, man, because like you said, like we've been in this, like when COD 4 first came out, or even actually COD 2, I think that was the World War II, was it? And then so like I
Yeah,
mean, we've seen these shooters, we've evolved with these shooters as they evolve. Like we were in our early 20s when COD 4 dropped, right? And then like we know these recoils, we know all these
yep.
guns. Like we've literally played these games for 16 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like
All of a sudden, there's this many laser beams running around in games. Nah,
right, right.
nah.
Like
I
not
shot that
everybody is
exact
on the pro
gun,
level.
bro, and you were twice as far as I was, and it goes.
Right.
No.
And and then people want to say that we're too old and we can't
Yeah,
do it because these young
yeah.
kids are just doing things better. I'm like, bruh, I,
I've flown
I,
airplanes. I've driven a race car.
it's not right. It's not. like I said,
Hold
we've been
down,
playing these
pull the
games for so
trigger.
long.
You
Right,
know,
right.
but you better hold down right. That's how that works.
Exactly. And then especially coming from like PUBG, you know what I'm saying, where we had to hold the recoil ourselves on
Yeah,
console.
yeah,
And so like jumping over to a game like COD where it's got aim assist and it's like, okay, you know, like we can control it a little bit better. But we still have recoil.
yeah.
These people that I'm watching, they have zero recoil and they're getting aim assist. I don't get aim assist. Like I know me and Average talked about it. And he's like, yeah, you know, I realized how much aim assist there was, and I decided not to play the game. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, I don't get that type of aim assist. Like, I honestly, I do not. I don't know if it's something within my
It's
game
got to
or
be something
what.
with the ranking. As your ranking goes up, like your recoil percentage, it's some kind of
Drops a little
programming
bit.
that's like it helps little Timmys and you feel good in the beginning. It feels great. Whoa, I
Right.
just lasered that kid. Even when he was down, the same clip thirsted that dude. Yes! Where's the next people? Push, push, push. You know, you get this like, oh. So and I think COD did that good. Too good. And then every big
And,
streamer in the world was like, yeah, sponsor me, Call of Duty.
right.
So,
Like I don't think like with the aim assist that I get is very very minimal, and so like I don't think that like I have an unfair advantage over a PC player. I
right.
actually think a PC player that is very good with keyboard and mouse has an advantage over me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not getting the aim assist that I'm seeing these other people get. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, the aim assist is just super strong. I'm like, no, it is not. I promise you, I do not get that aim assist. So there is something running on your fucking PC, or there you got some kind of strike pack or some
Yeah.
kind of Cronus that is helping you
Yeah.
because I don't get that type of aim assist. So like when Doc is out there screaming his head off about aim assist, I'm like, Doc, that ain't aim assist that you just went up against, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Just because you play with Z
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
does those things, you
Yeah.
think that that's the aim assist that everybody gets, and it's not. It is not.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I could talk about that forever.
Days. Days. That's just a bottomless pit of people that uh, just con. Con, con, con. It's crazy.
Yeah. And it sucks though because you know like I'm out here grinding every single day and I'm trying to make it, but then you know I'm also playing legitly. I'm being true to myself. I'm being true to the viewer. Um, I'm being true to gaming. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah.
cheating the process. And then you know we got these people that are going and doing God knows what just to get their name out there, and then they make it. And then I hear a lot of people nowadays that say, you know what, like, you know, if such and such is cheating, I don't even care. And these are other streamers talking about this, and it's like, yeah, of course you don't care because you're making the money.
Yeah.
But
It's
what
not
about the
having
people
an
that are
effect. Yeah.
right? What about the people that are trying to get to that level? Like we can't because I can't possibly put up 30 kill games every single day.
Yeah.
I have to grind to put up a 20 kill game. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like, and that's once every. I didn't even reach that in Warzone. My highest was 18. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, and I consider myself a good player. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't know. I don't know.
Permaban, IP ban. It definitely needs to be harsher. Any money to be made from cheating is fraud. Should be uh, prosecuted to the fullest extent of their local law. Um, it's a bad thing to have happen in the gaming industry. It's a
Right.
reason there a lot of places don't allow sports gambling. It gets out of control. It enables bad behavior. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
just that's the fact. A lot of people are dumb. Dumb people get violent if they lose money. Um,
Right.
so I think we just need to start treating it as that a
Well,
problem.
I mean, it is now an esport, right? So it's like,
Exactly.
you know, like if you take steroids in football or basketball, what is going to happen? You're going to get suspended. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Or you're going to get, you know, you might not get to play for
your medal taken if you smoke a little pot.
right,
It's like,
right. I mean,
yeah, that's never been in it performance enhancing, but anyway,
right,
that's the other end of the spectrum. It
right,
just shows how the morality is backwards in some things right now. Where like, is there any legislator or governor or anybody any representatives talking about this?
right,
Or you're just talking about these video games are bad, violent. Look what they're doing. They're making our kids shoot up schools.
right.
No.
It's like, no.
Lack of parenting is shooting up schools. That's what that is. But like that, it should be prosecuted to the fullest extent.
I agree.
Cheating is just something that has stuck with us because we know that's how you reference fraud in a game. Cheating.
Right,
You're
right,
fraudulent, bro. You're manipulating, lying, breaking the rules. Nah, get it out of here.
right. All right. So back on the BR talk. Let's say, what would you, if you could take a piece of every BR and put it into one BR, like what would those pieces be that you would take? And
Mm.
yeah, like which ones would you put into the BR to make it for the best possible experience for you, for your liking?
The well, I can't even say it about COD, but um, you shut that door, Mama. Um, thank you. The performance of Mini Royale ran great. You know, there was a couple moments where it was
Yes.
like little stuttery, but
Right.
after that, it was like, man, I'm moving good as an army dude. What is that? They got something right here.
Yeah.
Performance of a lot of the smaller things. COD has had good performance until they went tweaking, throwing moving things, and just a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with where you're at. It's loading in constantly, and it's like that slowed it way down. I remember when it first came out and slide cancel. Check this. Whee! It
Right.
ran good. It got you hooked. So the performance of COD, Warzone early, um, gunplay of PUBG, um, more urban combat like squad and um, just if you're gonna go big map, big team, give us a platoon, like
Okay.
20 platoons. That way, if you clutch it out as the last guy in your platoon, that's epic, bro. That's epic.
Right.
You just
Right.
what? He single-handed RPG'd that whole team in the truck. They shouldn't have clown card that thing. Um, so like some of the realistic stuff. DayZ, their gunplay is pretty. It's too realistic, but it's like whoa, you got to pay attention. The sniper rifle sway was a little much, but it was like one shot kill. So like, oh crap, move,
Mm-hmm.
because he might have a pistol and like also one tap you from like sniper distances. I'm just throwing rounds out there. You killed.
Right.
Oh wow, that was realistic. Oops. Um, so like the realism like that is pretty neat. Yeah, most of the good stuff from PUBG, the
Okay.
gunplay, rotation, cover, they've done really good at that.
Mm.
I'm just more into urban combat, door to
Yeah.
door. You shotty me or I'm shottying you. That's almost always how real combat takes place. When you're person to person, you
Right.
can do it shotty to shotty. So I like that. Urban combat would be Haven. I love that map. So urban.
That
It's the
yeah,
most
that would be
urban
like
map they have, and they attempted to do something with Kraken, and it's like, no.
well, then you would love Super People, right?
I did. I did. It
Yeah.
just whew, every pro on the earth that plays BRs is looking. So it's like you get it. Even the army thing, it was like, whew, and I'm playing on controller, so it's like,
Right.
oh, he won't run. What? What's the run on this? How do you do this thing? Does it? Where's the whistles? I'm that old guy. Yeah. Um, it'd definitely be a hodgepodge of all kind of stuff, and not all
Okay.
of them would be BRs to make the ultimate BR. Team size, tactics. Yeah, I enjoy that. Battlefield had it good with size and numbers and stuff, but just too much.
Battlefield is
I got to
you know,
cross
I
this
really hope
half a map size field to get to where the first cover. Well,
right,
everybody
right,
who's
right.
flying a jet can just
Right.
tanks up on a
I
hill. I can't get to cover.
I really love Battlefield, but I mean they have to I mean you should only have like one air vehicle, one ground vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like it you can't have all these just going around. It's just you know cuz I myself I like to be on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like
same.
I'm you know, I'm just and if you want to snipe me from far away while I'm running towards you, fine, but like don't like have a tank and you're just like because people that play like with the tanks or the planes or whatever like they're incredible
Yeah,
like you cannot get them out of that like they'll
yeah.
go 101
They
in
started
games you know what I'm
playing in
saying
it, and they become that guy
right
on YouTube. It's like I'm gonna be that guy. All right, you go, Top Gun.
right
Meanwhile, little old Scuba's in the flat. Toot, 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 toot. Old
me
flat
too
gun. Living in that thing. Uh,
uh so before we get off of here Scuba you want to let everybody know where they can find you and what kind of content you give them and all that type of stuff.
yeah, I'm on the YouTube here. Scuba Steve Speaks. Instagram, same name, all one word, all lowercase. Um, couple other platforms, but you got to pay for those. Uh, no, I'm kidding. OnlyFans. No, seriously, I sell fans sometimes. I don't have one with me, but yeah, YouTube, Instagram is pretty much my only platforms. No TikTok.
Okay.
Uh, yeah,
All right.
Xbox.
Cool. All right, everybody. Make sure you guys go show Scuba some love on YouTube and Instagram. Go follow him. Go hit that sub button on YouTube. I'm telling you, when he does his just chatting, it is super entertaining. You definitely want to be part of the conversation. You'll most likely find me in there too. So I appreciate y'all out there, you know, showing some love and support on the podcast. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to see more content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. live stream every single day and have content like all the time. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.